We've got Steven Ortega still out for 2 to 4 weeks with hip injury, whatever that means. But at least we have Luka Podolak, and we get the Irish youngster that has come in to be the backup to the backup. We're totally good. Oh, come on. A hernia for 2 to 3 weeks? So we're going to have to now take Luka and put him on the bench and bring in Rose to be the starting keeper because, well, we have no one else. And because of the rules in the Bundesliga, we can't register another keeper unless we sign them on a free. So it's like, should we release our, youth players and then re-sign them on freeze? And then would that allow us to register them? This seems ridiculous. Seriously. 9 days later, he breaks his finger in training. Let's take a live look here at the squad. Let's just sort by goalkeeper. I have no one else. Ortega, 10 days to 3 weeks. At least he's an orange. Podolak and Rose out for, what is it? Podolak still another 9 to 11 days, and Rose for 4 to 6 weeks. Are you serious? Are you serious? Also, Jakic out, ab strain, 3 weeks. Mehmet Chanaydin tore his wrist ligaments while on loan. Let's take a look at the physios. So is this just what you'd call like horrifically unlucky? Probably that I should have signed a replacement for Ortega. That's probably what this is telling me. But instead, let's complain about this. Thomas here. Nope, he's head physio. Why are you showing me coaching attributes for a head physio? That doesn't make any sense. He's a 19. Okay, that's pretty good by my book. Head of sports science. Again, why? 15. That's not bad. Physio, 20. Physio, 19. This guy's a genius. Physio, 20. Physio, 18. Sports scientist, 15. Like, what is going on? Hello, my friends. Welcome in. Despite we've had a spur of injuries, is what we're going to call it, in the first team. Like, it's gotten so bad, Victor Paulsen has made the bench for the last several weeks. We have a chance today to secure Europa Conference League, which is, of course, our aim. We've got an 8-point lead on Leipzig. When their new manager took over, they were in 9th. They're currently in 4th. This is a 6-pointer, my friends. We would like to keep them as far back as possible, but, if we lose, it's okay. We're going to go play gegenpressing because I've tried playing the 5-2-1-2 tiki-taka. It just hasn't worked. Let's take a look at the infirmary ward here. So we got Zalazar just coming back from a knock. Jakic is still out for another, you can't see that, another 5 days. Ortega is now on the bench, although, my friends, we had to play him. He played, let's see, what is this? He played in the last game against Stuttgart, and he made 4 saves and gave us a 6.6. We beat them 6-2. I was just like, please, please, please don't get injured. His contract expires. I guess we should do something about that. I was leaving it till the end. He's injured. We'll see what happens. He's got 1 more day left, but Luka Podolak is back from his hernia despite having not played. So since he's not in the orange, he's going to go in. Abner Alou had an injury. Rose is still out with the broken finger. Evan Rotundo is currently got a pulled hammy. It's like, it just like all at once, everything got dumped onto us. We've also had to recall Eric Lanfer because he wasn't getting any. This is for me. GHG. If Hollischer ever wants to loan a player, you do not blend them there. He's supposed to be on a squad player contract. They didn't play him once. I talked to him. They were like, yeah, we'll play him. They didn't play him again. Unlike Joe Scally, who now has got 2 starts for Werder Bremen, but we had to talk to him, and he did like a 6.9 or something after we talked to him, and it's like, see, if you just play the kid, 6.8, but like they didn't use him for 3 games, and I was like, mate, Squad player, fringe player, not okay. So we'll have to see if Werder Bremen use him again, or we might be recalling him. I'm just having a heck of a time with loans, and I don't know if that's just FM22, if that's Schalke, if that's the Zweite Bundesliga. It just seems absurd to me. Here's a question for you, my friends. Divock Origi is getting attention, okay, from Leipzig and West Ham, and they're looking at him. It's in the news. Ready to make an offer worth 26.2 million, which I'm like, but his release clause is 26, so I think they mean 26. Would you give him a new contract? Currently, 10 goals, 6 assists. Last season only 3 and 2, but last season only 10 starts and 6 subs. This season 22 and 3, and he's come good. Now we paid 9.75 million. If we sell him for 26, by my math, that's a 16.25 million profit. Then the question becomes, who do you replace him with? Well, we do have Fowler and Balogun, who, assuming his knee ligaments are back in 3 months, could start to take that spot, but isn't the starter. He's a squad player, right? We don't have a lot of depth. Now we do have, I think at one point I said we had some really good kids in the youth that I just haven't shown you. Here's Kai, that's on loan. Again, he's a right winger. We could potentially change that. Peter Meyer, he was a right winger and he just can't cross. And I was like, let's make him an inside forward. So he's been training inside forward since we signed him. So again, he could come up to be the new Fowler and Balogun, and that's somebody from the youth. Or we could try and reinvest. A piece of me is like, Divock, I mean, 10 goals, okay? He's got 11 in all competitions, but he's second leading goal scorer from the left wing. Not bad. Now, we are paying through the nose. Look at that. DK on 40 grand and Divock on 100 grand. My gut right now is to leave it and just to go, if they sign him, they sign him. Because I think he'd want an even bigger contract, and I wouldn't want to do that. But I'm really curious what your thoughts are with that. Am I being unreasonable? Or it's just like, dude, you're going to lose another really good player. You should freaking sign him. Or is it more of could you find a replacement? I don't think I could find a replacement at his level for 25 million, 26 million. But could you pay 30 million and then pay less on the wages and give a long-term contract? I'm not sure, but they're sniffing around. It makes me nervous. Will our goalkeeper injury crisis cost us the game? I'm not sure, but I want to say thanks to these people. If you want to support the channel, patreon.com/grayhairgaming, or become a YouTube member, or just join the Discord, which is a great little community. All the links to that are in the description below. Bye-bye. No sound today. We're just going to roll with it. They're playing a 4-4-2 diamond. Again, we're not overlapping, but we're going to try and exploit the flanks. We'll see how it goes. It does make me nervous that we don't have a DM, and they put it into the back of the net in the 49th second. That was poor. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what happened there because the camera angle is just the same angle, just higher up. Flicked on. Our guys on the post just stood there. That's I'm no set piece coach in real life, but I think you should probably not just stand there with a free runner. You might try and do something. Go after the ball. Yeah, I mean, just a suggestion from a guy. I thought about playing the 4-3-3 cautious, but we haven't played it in a while. And I don't know, I just wasn't convinced. I thought, let's stick with what we know and what's won us games here. We are currently in third because of gegenpressing. I mean, really. Okay, poor pass by us, and then a poor pass by them, and it hits off the top of the bar. Oh, bounces off of the line. Dearie me. They are all over us. 6 shots, 3 on target. I guess we'll try it. That makes sense. Let's make changes randomly. Fantastic. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Just, it's like stem the bleeding for a little bit. Why is, I have not given him instructions to Manmark Datro Fafana. What? What? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, to be honest with you. DK is on a 6.2. It dropped in the half second as it loaded this screen. Sorry, got. They've gone 4-3-1-2. Interesting. Did they have Musa? Yunus Musa. I've probably noticed that before. 33.5 million after paying 100 grand from Arsenal. It's a pretty good return. Jeez. All right, Luca, what you got, man? It is pouring. Goodness. Oh, that's just terrible. Just straight into it. Like, not a group of 1 or 2 Leipzig players. 4. He just punted it straight to 4. Like, you guys want to play keepy uppies? You want to try? I have a feeling we're going to go back to gegenpressing because this is going to be a goal. Oh, he's tried. Oh, he's blocked it. Okay. Shimaka's nice and calm. Deary me. Look at this. Origi's exhausted. DK's on a 6.2 and Vieira is on a 6.5. Right. Right. We might as well go for it. You know what? Forget it. Marcin, come on in. Maybe. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Origi, I guess, is tired. Zalazar is also tired. Vieira can go there. Gelhardt can come in. I still think we focus it down the left and now overlap. You go on attack. Shimikas is also down to 3-star now that we've signed him. He's decided to start falling apart, and not being as good in comparison to the rest of the squad. Let's go, boys. Rain is starting to let up. Is it just enough for us to be able to play with the ball? Vieira! Oh my goodness. Is that really his first goal? See, this is the thing. Old Lady Plays left a comment the other day, and it was like, yeah, shit, we're having problems with players saying it's their first goal of the season when it's not, but if it was, that is probably goal of the season. That is one of the best goals I think I've ever seen in Football Manager. The spin on that was dirty. Okay, you got 12 minutes. They've brought on Tyler Adams, who of course, American interests. He's not a starter. Lovely. Hanko's having a terrible game. Simons is having a terrible game. You know what? We brought this kid up, Thorsten Schuhen, who's actually not half bad. I mean, he's not amazing, but do we run him out or do I really bring on Victor? Victor is not any better. I think Victor is just there to keep the bench warm, to be completely honest with you. I think it's a little too early for Thorsten, though. That makes me... That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good. This isn't going to feel good, is it? Tyler Adams, Datro, Tyler Adams, and acres of space, lads. Cleared by Patrick, though. It was fine. Daryl DK brings it down. He's got a runner. It's Joe freaking Gelhardt. Joe! All the space, Joe! Joe, you love a doink. It's too late for that now, Joe. Turns. Risky pass to Yilmaz. Simons has got the runner instead. He's offside by 5 miles. I mean, goodness me, you had Shimikas right there that you could have passed it to. And you elected to not do that. I'm tempted to go park the bus. But that never works. Oh, ball over the top. Oh, Public. Good hands, son. Made himself big. Oh, rolls it right out like that. Easy. Oh, what do we do? You could go here. He could go here. He could... Is this an extra center back or a DM? I think it's an extra center back. No, not like that. Into there. Thank you very much. You drop to there. You drop to there. Attack and woof. Support. This is ugly. And this game, we don't need the win, okay? Park the bus. defend. You know what's going to happen, don't you? I think we all know. That's why I'm not going to cut this out, because we can feel the pain coming and we're all here for it. We'd like to experience that together. I appreciate you feeling that too. That's great. You know what? We're going to bring on Scarlat and put him out wide and tell Patrick to, like, do this, son. Do it. Maybe he goes there. What am I doing? I'm just all over the place clicking. I know this is a bad idea because there's 6 minutes left of the game. I'm not going to hit. Do you think that's going to work right now? Do you think it's going to work? I got rid of the... Okay, all this is set. Discipline, waste time. Is this a bad idea? Give your prediction in the comments. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Is there a tighten up? There's a tighten up in there? Oh, there used to be. Why would I want to be able to yell at my players to tighten up? I'm sure that's not very popular with the fans that came to the game, but it gets us the result we need, really. You came back to salvage a draw away from home against the resurgent Leipzig. I'm not unpleased with that. I know I spent a lot of time on that, but, you know, when it comes down to fine margins and you're trying to secure third in the Bundesliga, you know, I think it's worth it. So it does not secure us any Continental yet, because I guess Mainz or Hertha, if there's 7 games left, right, they could do 21 points, which is 57, and we are on 55. So our next win will secure us the Conference League, but clearly we now have an 8-point gap to Leipzig and a, 15-point gap to Bochum. So we just need a couple more wins, and we will guarantee ourselves the Champions League, my friends. Now, will it be a disaster like it was several years ago, where it's like, yay, Champions League, and then you absolutely crash and burn in the league and get relegated? We'll find out. That's the goal, though. I mean, not to get relegated. Anyway, 10 matches in a row without losing is good. And now, friends, returning to full training tomorrow, but now down to 2.5 star Stefan Ortega. Would you resign Stefan Ortega? That's what I'm going to leave you with, my friends. See you next time. Have a good one.